Hi folks, welcome to another demo preview of my home. It will exclude the workshop, bedroom and bathroom for now. A few of my girls from left to right, Lucia, Sophie or Sofietje, and Dilena, and there's this tiny little baby girl in the corner and she's called Yuki. That's, that's my baby girl Yuki, the tiniest baby in the world. But this will be about the redesign of my little castle, a 3-room house consisting of a living room, built-in kitchen, bathroom, a little workshop, balcony, a large bedroom, and the connecting hallway and corridor. It took me a whole day to get this mess cleaned out just to take this video, so I didn't have any motivation to clean out the bedroom as well. I'll cover that later when I fit the sockets in the right wall. The desk was done with a jigsaw on the MDF fiberboard. I painted it many colors over and over. Actually, it's from my previous home. And the last one, the last color is white. And I made a terrible mistake trusting the boat lacquer of a Hornbach store here, which make the entire table yellow. So it took me a couple of weeks to get motivated again and pick up table, put it outside in the gallery because it doesn't really fit in there. I have to squeeze it between the railing and hope there are no residents have to walk over to get to their homes. It's really annoying, but I don't have an elevator to bring that stuff down. So I had to sand it and climb over on the railing and sand it over and over again. I rounded the edges and slammed some chrome table legs under there, and that's my own design table. You can see the that's working crazy. You can see the cover for the heater for my computer with the RGB on top of the motherboard and some RGB LEDs from the casing itself. They all can change any color. And I did my best as far as I had patience for it. Taping most of the stuff, the painting, there were still some poorly done paint jobs, but for me it had to be all about finishing it up and sure had to look nice enough still. So this is probably the best paint job I ever did, and it's still not perfect, but I hate painting. Those nooks and crannies you have to get into in the hallway, that was really disappointing to do, and found out that I still am not ready to have all the patience to do that. Really nice. Here is the latest project. I finished the socket on the wall and the wall switch. I made a terrible mistake because on the same wall I had to turn off 2 different groups to turn off the electricity, and I got very lucky with it. I was protected by angels, I'm sure, because I was working in there and trying to push the stuff inside, and then bang, there was this loud sound and a lot of black splats. Fortunately on the layer film, so it didn't go all the way through, but yeah, that would have been a terrible shock if I would have been in there, and if you're unlucky then the switch doesn't hit the threshold and you're being electrified. So this is my cozy corner, my media tower. It's offline for now because I'm watching my laptop on my desk right now, and the laptop usually goes in there and powers the TV with cool stuff. This is actually a very nice acrylic black plate that is very glossy, and the previous project was this kitchen. It was all smashed up because I I sometimes get angry and I throw stuff, and it was full of holes. So I redid it with carbon fiber look stickers that are actually made for cars. It was a hell of a job to do that all alone by myself. Before I put the plates on the wall, I painted them white. I also redid the ceiling. I didn't clean it, so I really hope it will stick in there, the paint stick on it for a couple of years at least. And spent hundreds of euros buying paint for the hallway, and I couldn't find the right color. The entry, the green, was much darker than I anticipated in the store, so I didn't use the rest of it to do the corridor. So I ended up plastering it and repainting the whole thing over and over again about 3 times, and then I decided to just make it all golden. And that's why when I came up with making the base for a steampunk theme. So I'm going to make this all steampunk, and it's going to be incredibly cool. The floor, I got this vinyl also for the first time. It's not really stone. I made some mistakes. It's not easy cutting that stuff. It's so easy to get a little too deep. And this is my plastered wall. I bought a special thing to plaster it, but it was way too big, so I used the cake icing kind of plastic thing, and I plastered the walls with that. And it has this nice stone look. I was too lazy to get the wallpaper off, so I plastered it over the wallpaper. There's this huge big ass poster of Lucia. It's all incredibly hard work, that poster, and it's the new stuff that came in from AliExpress, and it's going to be part of the steampunk style. That's all photoshopped stuff from me. Hours and days of work for just one photo. It's worth it. My girls. I got tons more photos, but I have to find a place to hang them, because I used to have it in my living room, but it just doesn't fit anymore. So I'm thinking about making those huge posters that I bought and frames and put them on the ceiling of the workshop. Here's my front door. I made it. I also kind of like plastered it, but dry paint, so it has this little bit of structure. My old mirror that I had to place somewhere, and some old cameras. I take a lot of stuff from the garbage and repurpose it for my own projects. I buy a lot of stuff, but I also repurpose a lot of stuff. See the metallic thing, I got that from the neighbor. A way to paint it the heater black. It smelled for a while, but now it's okay. And I'll put mirrors on as many doors as I could. I took them from the garbage. It's difficult to get them off the old doors, but I managed to do that every time now. Get the old mirrors off carefully with some pieces of metal. It's my 3D printed coat rack, I guess. This door and stuff has to be finished. I'm thinking about taking the door out, but it's a little bit tricky because the bathroom is also my toilet, and it's not really cool for visitors. That's my first installed light switch. I never did that before. Actually, most of the stuff I did is all first time. Well, there it is. My latest preview demo of my house. Unfortunately, I can see it's already the end of this video. I have to say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next review of my house.